Hey everybody, it's Derek with DLP Home Sales in Charleston, South Carolina. So we help people buy and sell homes here in the greater Charleston area. So if you're thinking about putting your house on the market or looking for a home to buy for yourself, feel free to give us a shout. Just message us below at DLP Home Sales. That's facebook.com/DLP Home Sales. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. We're going to talk about VA home loans today and the misconceptions that are often brought up with those. So we're going to talk about the basic loan facts, down payments, PMI, interest rates, banks that are eligible, and the cap rate. So nuts and bolts, who's eligible? Veterans and surviving spouses is the easy answer. You need a certificate of eligibility from the VA. You get that directly from the VA. So that is your very first step. In order to get a VA loan, the lender has to have that certificate. So first step, get the VA loan certificate. All right, of eligibility. All right, so behind the numbers, so the loan isn't guaranteed 100% of the loan. The VA guarantees 25% of that loan. All right, and Charleston, South Carolina has what they still deem a limit, although there's no cap any longer. A 2020 Act lifted that cap. So technically you get an unlimited amount if you're approved for it, right? So that's depending upon your lender and your eligibility, your requirements, and whatever you're approved for. So that being said, remember the lender set the caps. The VA doesn't set the cap due to an act that was passed in 2020, as I mentioned. And this now allows for jumbo loans. So yes, jumbo loans are allowed and available through different lenders, but again, dependent upon the lender. We're going to be hearing that a lot. So available lenders and different uses of a VA loan. Almost any bank or brokerage can offer this. It's up to them whether they would like to or not. Use your local lenders. Remember, make sure you shop with your local lenders along with the USAA or Fed if you would like to, maybe Fed. But local lenders can usually get the process through a lot quicker due to underwriters, situations, things like that. So what can the VA loan be used for? It can be used for single residential homes up to a fourplex. So theoretically, you could live in one unit and rent out the other three and kind of house hack that deal. All right, so there's a lot of people that use that method, and it's pretty effective for some. Mobile homes and lots are also available. Again, not a lot of lenders that I know like to do lots with the VA loan, but make sure you shop that out and check it out if that's what you're trying to do, buy a lot and then build a new home on it. So you can also use the VA loan to build, right? So second tier loans or second VA loan, you can get a second VA loan. You just have to have money left over from whatever you were qualified for. All right, so if you have money left over, if you have $50,000, $50,000, you're going to times that by 4 because that's what the VA loan, the VA guarantees is at 25%. So $200,000. So you have a total limit of $200,000. Quick math. If that confused you, talk to your lender. They'll explain it to you a little bit more, or drop me a message. I can provide a little better breakdown. All right, so what about the fees, Derek? There are funding fees, I've heard. Yes, there are funding fees. It's a one-time fee. You don't have to pay for it monthly like you do with some other programs that are out there. It is a one-time fee. It's at 2.3% if you put no money down, and that's for the first use. All right, so first use, no money down is 2.3%. Now that's of the borrowed money, right? So the amount you borrowed is what that is taxed on, the funding fee is based off of. It's not what you bought the house for. So whatever your loan amount is 2.3% of that. If you put down 5% or more, you can buy it down, right? So 5% or more is 1.65% of that fund of the total loan amount. 10% is 1.4%. All right, your second use is a little higher if you don't put any money down. The other 5 and 10%, if you put 5-10% down, are the same as first use was. When you don't put down 20%, you for a conventional loan, PMI is required, and also FHA. So if you don't put down 20%, you want to pay a PMI anyway, right? Is closing hard to get to? No, it's not really any harder. When you go through an inspection, the inspection will come back, and that has nothing really to do with your VA loan. Now, your appraisal, on the other hand, your appraiser could come back and say you have soft floors or you have wood rot, and that needs to be fixed before you move forward, before they'll lend to you. Now, that is sometimes can be an issue, but for the most part, if you've done your due diligence and looking around the house and you have a good realtor that shows, hey, that could be a problem if you're using a VA loan. It may or may not be, depending on your appraiser. But if they see it and they want to write that up, that could be something that could cause issues. But that's pretty much the only reason, not the wood rot, but just if the appraiser finds something significant. As far as the financing itself, once you're financed with the VA loan, once you get that pre-qualification, then most times it's going to go through, more times than not. It's got a very, very high follow-through rate, right? So very, very high closing rate. So fear not. A lot of people are afraid of it. They say, well, it's going to take too long. We have to have another, the appraisal has to come back just right. And stuff. Well, that's true for a lot of things, all right? So the fear, although there is maybe a small amount of extra layer there, it's not as large of a hurdle as a lot of people make it out to be. So don't be scared of that. All right, so if you have any other questions at all, you can, again, message me at facebook.com/DLP Home Sales. You can also drop a message at YouTube or leave a comment at YouTube at List and Buy Charleston VA Loans. All right, and I will get back to you. So without further ado, you guys have a great day, and I'll see you later.